Hello, welcome back to some more Long War of the Chosen. We have a little bit of a, hopefully, freebie mission. Just by saying that, I probably just jinxed it, right?
Advent forces are in the process of airlifting a number of supply crates out of this area, and we have an opportunity here to take a few for ourselves. Locate and mark the crates with transponders, and Firebrand will handle the rest.
So we got a good old crate extraction here. Big crate extraction of 18 crates. And on top of that, only 7 to 9 enemies, since this is a liberated region. We know any drone, so everybody just follow me.
On top, kids. Double time. Honest.
Not going to be concerned with anything here. You go on this high ground. Nah, we're probably just going to go on into the train car. And never mind, you don't necessarily need high ground. Hey, you're the fastest runner ever. Get it. My mouse is doing weird stuff here. Alright, I think we got it again. Alright, do I just burn another scanning? Yeah, that's just, I think that makes the most sense with 7 to 9 enemies, just to use the scanning protocols early. Just not running into any surprises.
Copy that. Tempo. On it. On the move.
Also might wanna consider getting some airdrops in, although do we need airdrops? He has 4 grenades against 9 enemies. Who's out there? Mac. There's a single drone over there. That's all pretty good. I think we like give full control on you. Well, if I had full override, I would probably do that, but I think we just actually go on a shutdown. Take care of the left side. I'm dropping after all. Because I wanna, min-max my actions.
Let's get it. Hack the planet. Let us move.
Steady you here.
Rolling.
Yeah. We could even shadow strike, like cyclic fire or something ridiculous. The heavy mech.
Getting it done. Roger. I've got my eyes on.
And hit a bunch of crates on turn 1 here.
That's affirmative. On Overwatch.
Schon unterwegs.
Not gonna be so well. We could just move up, change shot the heavy mag. You can probably snipe the regular mag depending on where it moves. We have a combat protocol for the drone. That's a shotgun, and we can keep you concealed. Yeah, I think we just go out here.
Moving out.
Well, mouse, behave. Alright, change shot.
Something here. It's dead. We're busted. It has to be dead.
A pity. I was beginning to enjoy myself.
Even gonna start marking crates here,
Firebrand is
just because we have so many crates to take care of.
Let's do this!
You don't want to move too far into the map because, you know, the more crates are revealed, the more crates can be used for marking. Okay, my mouse is being really weird today. Apologies for weird wiggling moves here. Yeah, actually, we're not gonna mark any more crates. You know what? No. We'll mark this and move on to that, and then sit on that one, waiting for Advent's turn. Should also throw an evac.
Firebrand is on deck for recovery. Keep marking those crates, Menace 1-5. Good work. Advent's locator is down and our transponder is active. Firebrand will handle the pickup.
A solo drone, okay. So far, only robotic enemies here, and we see, like, the last group here, Snake, Mutant, and somebody else.
Okay, I'll go.
Reach that. That was the plan here. That was the whole plan. Hope we can get this without activating that group. Okay, here's what we're gonna Mooney move up to the drone.
Had enough.
Same, let's get an evac out.
Can I get an evac here?
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
Rücke aus.
Ich habe das Paket.
Patrouille.
So the question is, are they gonna activate? This is all very, very dicey. Don't see the mutant. Oh, I technically also don't see the snake. The mutant is the more important target. Alright, let's get eyes on that guy. I think we can get it.
I am with you. I guess that'll be okay.
Into that corner, get that crate. Okay. All crates present and accounted for.
Absolutely.
Move up a little bit with the rest of the squad. You can hunker.
On Overwatch.
Activation.
Barely registered.
As long as you hit a little bit, that shuts him down so you know it doesn't yellow alert. Muton. The sniper snake, so even just moving here, flanks it,
Sure thing.
takes it out of the fight. One friend gets a little bit of fire.
Bombs away!
A burn, so he's out. Don't quite reach that guy for a skulljack. I mean, if we wanna min-max here, then we probably should do that. So how about I run and gun stun gun him, so I can skulljack him next turn.
Moving to fire position. Location confirmed. Attempting stun. Good to go. I've got it.
Loot, that's all fine.
Kein Problem. Ich bin aufgeflogen.
We'll say we wanna just get rid of you, if we can.
Das könnte nützlich sein. Das war doch klar, oder? What's over there?
Bring other crates.
I will join you shortly.
I'm not grabbing the ones I'm ending my turn next to, because I can, you know, grab them at the start of next turn, potentially override advance, the usual stuff.
It's not down. Watch it.
Alright, that worked like a charm.
Item here.
I think we're gonna steal the mutant kill here. Always trying to level up my specialist officers as much as possible.
Geht klar.
Let's see. Clean up that mess here. Yeah, and that's it. That's everything dead. No, it's just a matter of grabbing all the crates.
I stand ready. That should prove useful.
Positiv. Location confirmed.
Alright, 7 marked, 8 are left, so we're missing 1 crate somewhere. I guess that's none of your business.
On my way.
You're just gonna chill here and leave it.
Overwatch.
Finally.
Yeah, you know, I didn't jinx it. It was a pretty much walk in the park here. The only thing that could have
Can't wait.
screwed us over would have been a yellow alert on this group activating.
On Overwatch.
Double time!
One closer here, please, and then
Getting it done.
back in there. And
This is
turn.
Firebrand. It's time to go.
Everybody in the evac, everybody out. Love it. You know, I feel like this is always, these kind of missions are like an extra reward for liberation. If you can set them up like that. MVP with 13 damage dealt. I guess 100% shot accuracy. That's... well, I don't know. We could have probably, if we wanted to, used Trial of Fire on this mission.
To let go of the ways of the old world.
We still have a few below Sergeant people. I'm not sure how much action they're actually going to see in the campaign. We'll see.
We are grateful to the elders for their...
Excellent work, Commander. Your efforts in the field have certainly encouraged the crew.
Alright, we're gonna go chaining jolt. Do we have that on any of our specialists yet? I think Jet might have it. But yeah, that is a lot of alloys and crystals. Holy crap. Decent amount of supplies and a whole bunch of PCS and attachments. That's what you usually also get from that 18 crate mission. So many PCS, so many of them. Very much useful. Useless, that's the word. I was looking for some unwavering stance last time. I guess we have some now for our Overwatchers. Yes, there's a healthy dose. Talk about a healthy dose. That is a healthy dose of supplies. 1200. Let's
Avenger plotting new course.
no, it's not go nuts. Let's spend it in a responsible way. Spend it of a turret racks, and I have well shredder rounds. What turrets, you say?
Defense facility upgraded.
Let's actually think about this. Should we? God, I'm not even sure what's my mouse being weird today. I'm not even sure what's up. If the cable is somehow in the weird position. Anyway, yeah, I think we should just get
Resistance communications
our
facility
base
construction
filled out here.
initiated.
You know. Sorry about that. It just took like 5 minutes to figure out what's wrong with my mouse. Spoiler alert, I didn't figure it out. But I think it's under control now, ish. In matters of responsible money spending, is there any class where we can make the Boltcaster actually work? I don't think so. Let's get Venom, let's get red screens. Am I ever gonna use gas grenades? Probably not. Pure hazmat. Sure. This is always the weapon attachment stuff I'm very torn on. Like there's sometimes like that one weapon attachment you don't get enough elite versions of, so being able to produce them is kind of nice, but man, it's so expensive. Everything costs an AOM core. Granted, we have 34 AOM cores, so we could afford it. We'll figure it out. Let's get Princess in here. Keep leveling up.
Market is
Right.
open.
Black to the back market. Exactly. Hey, turret racks for AMP grenades? Man, I would suck at XCOM trivia. I'm so surprised by things you think I'd know. We need some purifiers for the bomb, incendiary bomb upgrades later on, I guess. Need you for blue screens. A bunch of those. Probably don't need 8 stocks. We probably want to go into tactical vests for most people now. Plenty of mutant corpses, good amount of money. It's a good investment. We have 11 data pads we can crack. That's a good amount of data pads to have. Selling free for 69. Don't think we need any more gremlins. Let's just in case keep one. Trooper corpses. Yeah, sure. We're gonna sell some of those. Like, I'm always keeping one just in case, even though, like, I'm 100% certain we'll never again build another arc blade. We're past that point. And we have enough arc blades for all our shinobis, but yeah, I just can't get myself to sell that last one. Yeah, maybe keep one of those. Maybe we do some of the weapon attachment tech. I don't know. Right. Down here, PCS shenanigans. Maybe like smart macrophages. I kind of started late game putting that on people that don't really need any specific PCS. Like grenadiers, for example. If they have, as long as they don't need any sort of mobility boost, what are you going to put on them? It's going to give you any value. And I guess smart macro is gonna, reduce wound recovery time, immunity to acid, poison. It's not bad. If you don't need the money, I think it's worth the pickup. Alright. 1400 monies. Even though we have a decent amount, I'm just gonna preemptively buy alloys and crystals. Whenever I get a chance. Low aim gunner and a high aim, low mobility grenadier. I think I'll pass on those. We have 10 scientists, 9 engineers, with engineers sitting around not doing anything. Don't see any reason to buy another. We don't even get elite weapon attachments yet in the black market. So if I remember correctly, both our, like Yorick, our Overwatch Ranger, and Kaiba, our second Overwatch Specialist, do not have unwavering stance. I kind of wish that this was also taking damage does not cancel Overwatch. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, let's just get an extra one. Okay. So what now? By the way, did we have cheaper contact cost for any region? I don't care which region it is. Yeah, we have cheaper contact cost up here in New Arctic. Now, we don't really have the intel to afford that, but something to keep in mind. Okay, I think we're just going to pick up these alloys here.
Avenger plotting new course.
Together, we have succeeded in our task. We might take the Elders by surprise if we switch up our tactics. Maybe we should try something new.
Large deploy in Eastern Europe. Intense training for AIM. The True Color mission. And they also have to do some more Hunt the Chosen. I'm really torn on whether or not we just want to do the Assassin Strongholds sooner rather than later. No, if I remember correctly, Swifty is now one mission away from promotion. I know you've done a lot of covert actions and you want to see proper missions, but bear with me here. You're good. You're good. Last spot shouldn't matter.
My kind will do whatever is needed.
Let's think about this. We have 8 days to plasma. We are still on, well, we are force level 13 now. I'm not sure when the Chosen level up. So, if we want to do the Chosen Strongholds before we get plasma, then we might as well do it now, right? We're not getting any power anytime soon. So, look at the roster. Who would we take on the Assassin Strongholds? Fortunately, Templar would not be fantastic for the Chosen fight itself. Although he could certainly tank the Assassin's attack since you can't one-turn her. And of course, given the bondage situation, I totally see a world where we just, feed extra actions to our ranger. Yeah, at least 4 plus whoever else. Probably plus an officer. Question is, do I have enough damage on the device? Would it have to be a double tap on the device and then at least 1, maybe 2 shots from you? Alternative is leaving any one of these guys out and having one of our gunners in there. Like cyclic fire has a lot of damage against the assassin, and of course also against the device, the sarcophagus. We wait for this bond training to complete, right? Could have jet with Vanya. Templar sharpshooter, not having the grenadier. I'm just thinking that a level 3 bond, what it is at that point, would be really nice, you know, and additional actions that we can just keep feeding to our gunner. Alternative is, of course, we take Mick and Tidor, which would give us, you know, a Shadow Strike, Saturation Fire. Although we're not starting with Concealment. That mission. Or we just, you know, bring Huntsman, bring really the top 4 plus one of our specialist officers. I don't know, we don't have any concealment. No, it would have to be Rob. And then it's a question on whether or not the grenades are going to be useful. We're going to be running out of them. So then maybe go for skirmisher. Think. Yeah, let me finish off. Finish up picking this thing up.
Strategic resource located.
Training complete. No, that's the wrong thing.
Avenger plotting new course.
Not sure if I've ever done a stronghold this early. At least it feels really early. Okay, let's make sure everybody has the best of the best gear that we have. So we want to have Fusion Axe here and a decent subquarter. At one. We want to have tactical plating for everybody. And we want to have powered armor for Skirmisher and Templar. thing. Tactical vest. Tactical vest. Tactical vest. I'm assuming. Don't think we can make the better ripjack yet. Beam grenade launchers? Interesting. I think this is gonna be fine. Again, the assassin will always get one attack in, right? What are we doing here? You want a weapon, a PCS. All kinda not so great. They just give you speed. It doesn't get you to any significant breakpoint. Is this the point where I just put smart macrophages on you? I guess it does get you to 15 mobility. Well, it gets you to 16 effectively, but yeah, you know what, sure, it takes speed. So my main concern is actually getting the 40 damage in on the sarcophagus, because Templars cannot attack the Fang. We will not get hidden run, so we're not getting multiple attacks with you, unless we... I'm not sure if we can whiplash the sarcophagus. So it's gonna be to... probably, I don't know, with a Volt or something, finish off the assassin, you take a shot, a rapid fire on the Fang, you take a regular shot, and you might have double tap available. That can work. Now against the assassin, might just bring a battle scanner. Alright, let's check weapon attachments. Lead magazine, lead scope. Might be overwatching during the mission on something. I'll even give you... yeah, let's just go full elite. Full elite here. And kind of same thing here, you know? Can we get a elite loader somewhere? Just gonna steal that from here. That would eat up all my XCOM AP, but this would be so good because it's a free action. Like, especially this would be really just a pick for this specific mission. I think I'm gonna take it. You know, I'm always saying I sit too much on my AP, and that means I don't need to bring the scanner here. It's a free action, right? As a free action, you can use a battle scanner. You still got a level to go. Okay, we're going for the assassin strongholds.
In position to drop.
Confirmed.
And I somehow right-clicked one time too often and cancelled the whole thing.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Alright, there we go. Alright. It is done. It is set. Things are now in motion that cannot be stopped. I'm now considering. Alright, let me see how many people we have injured. We have one person wounded. That's Huntsman just for 22 hours. Okay, no big deal. First of all, we should be doing bond training on whoever. These two sounds good. And we should have a New Haven advisor in Eastern Europe. You know you have a mech cannon, but it's fine. For a Haven advisor job, that's fine. Yeah, lots of housekeeping here today. Hang on. We had no reduction on the last supply drop from unknown sources. So New Indonesia is also faceless free, right? That's my takeaway. Don't have an engineer to put in there right now. That means technically with these two engineers they can both work resistance comms. Maybe I need another engineer, but no, I don't think we need two people working there. We're already here. 3 extra contacts. This is giving me like I think 1 and then 2 for the engineer. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay, so I think at this point we scan for intel. No, we scan for missions here.
Setting
Eastern
course
Europe.
for Sector 6, Eastern Europe.
I think we want to rush as quickly as possible for the plasma tech and then break a whole bunch of data paths so we can make intel, make more contacts. Uneventful, not a single mission popped. Okay, but we are here ready for another smash and grab. This time with actual enemies and only 12 crates, and we'll see how we go. We'll see it in the next episode. Thanks for watching. And yeah, massive thanks for the supporters and everybody else. And see you next time.